What up, guys? Welcome to episode 10, the perfect 10 of the Running the Ropes podcast. I am your host, Kalo, as always. I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things wrestling, and here's my co-host.
10, what's up, guys? It's your boy, DJ AIM, a.k.a. Charismatic AIM.
The Charismatic AIM, and we are here today in the studio to talk to you about the greatest Royal Rumble in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the King Abdullah International Stadium in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, you did that in one go. Good for you.
I was so close to messing up that whole thing, and I'm just glad I kept it through. But we're here today to give you our predictions on who's going to win at this match type thing. I don't know. Do you want to call it a live event? Because it's technically a live event.
It's a live event. What did they call Beast of the East? A special?
A network special.
Yeah, so this is another network special of WWE. But the question is, are they ever going to do 50 Royal Rumble? Because they did 40 before on a pay-per-view, so they're ever going to do 50, or is it just going to be a one-off thing?
The Saudis are giving them so much money, like they have to do the greatest one. 50 men in this match.
No women.
No women. Yeah, no women on the show. Yeah. Because there's something about
women wrestling and everything like that, yeah.
Something about that, but we're not going to get into that. Right now, we're going to start with the first match, and again, we're not doing this in order, so this isn't how the card's going to be, but I assume this is kind of how it's going to go.
And this is for the title, because me and you got the title vacant.
Yeah, this is vacant. Look how low we've come, where our titles is going to either change on a live event or
a Backlash.
It's still going to be vacant.
Yeah, until Backlash.
It's going to go either way. So the first match on the card is the Cruiserweight Championship is on the line with Cedric Alexander, your current Cruiserweight Champion, going against Kalisto.
And before this match, this past Tuesday it was, they had the Gauntlet match, which is really amazing.
Last night, yeah, that was, Kalisto was the victor, was the person who came out on top, and he's going to face Cedric Alexander. Who do you got winning this match, and why?
Cedric Alexander is his first title defense after winning it at Mania when he was vacant. And, people would just want him to have it. It'd be just a shame to him just lose it to another babyface, no less. I think Cedric is going to hold this to SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm on that same train, too, with Cedric Alexander. And I don't know, this was the rumor heading into WrestleMania that they're going to be introducing a Cruiserweight Tag Team title. And with the introduction of the Lucha House Party, a team like Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick. Who else do you got? Mustafa Ali and someone can team up.
The Singh Brothers.
Because
they were originally at 205 Live.
Yeah, so I think that Kalisto is going to lose this match, and Cedric's obviously going to retain. So the next match on the card, we're going to be moving into some tag team action with the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line versus The Bar and Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the Leader of Worlds. Now,
ooh, is that the team thing?
I think that's what they're going by. I thought I heard Michael Cole say it, but in my head it sounds really cool. So, you know what? Yeah, that's what they said on Raw. So I think I'm just going to say it, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy are winning.
Yeah, no, 100%. You don't want The Bar because they said on SmackDown if The Bar wins, they go back to Raw, and then just the same rinse and repeat matches besides with the ARP. John changed it up on SmackDown, even though The Bar has faced the Usos, have faced the New Day, but they haven't faced Ty Dillinger and R-Truth's tag team, and so many more, the Sanity. So I think The Bar's going to lose it, and we got the Leader of Wars. Wars or War?
The Leader of Worlds.
Words, yeah.
They're going to be coming out as your new Raw Tag Team Champions. Again, I'm in the same vein as you, so we're just going to be moving on to the next tag team title match, which is between the Bludgeon Brothers, who are the current champions, and down since day one-ish, the Usos. I just assume the Bludgeon Brothers are winning?
Yeah, because, by WWE logic, I'm going back to SmackDown again. The Usos got a quick pin over the Bludgeon Brothers, making the Usos look strong. So going in, you got to make the Bludgeon Brothers win, and they just won the titles. You build them up as these monsters, and then they're losing it. They're losing it just because of Naomi. So, no, I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win it.
Yeah, so what I am kind of thinking about this match is the Usos have Naomi. That's a woman in their corner.
This is the quarterback on the Running the Ropes podcast. I saw a picture of Billy Kay on Instagram yesterday wearing a very nice dress. And I want to mention that she was looking like a total bombshell.
Snack.
Like a whole meal. Like an entire 5-course restaurant week New York City meal. Yup.
Should we show Jade? Should we show Jade?
Dessert included?
Free of charge.
Wow.
On the house. On the house. All right.
Oh my god.
That's really all I have to say about wrestling.
We weren't even on right now.
I mean, I'll include that.
yeah.
I'll include it. I'll include it. I'll include it.
You better.
I would like to see this photo. And Jared?
So the next match on the card, we have the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, who is your
I
current
thought you were going to say me.
No. The current United States champion versus the modern day Maharaja.
No,
Jinder.
Mara. I can't even roll the
You can't even do it.
I can't even do it.
So I think we're at a standstill on this match because at WrestleMania he was the dark horse. I even said it, and he's the dark horse here again. They could switch the titles cross brand because they said if whoever wins the U.S. title goes to that brand. So it's like the U.S. and the IC title is like so. It's not predictable at all. It's not like you can have Jinder Mahal pretending to become a 2-time United States champion, and then have the IC champion Miz or Samoa Joe have the title because Samoa Joe's also in the match. So who do you have and why? All right. I'm going Jeff Hardy.
You going Jeff Hardy?
I'm going Jeff Hardy off the sole fact that, you might get a Randy Orton interference. Because Randy Orton has been, because I think he's getting a chance at Backlash for the title or something like that.
Because
right?
that was the scheduled match, Jinder versus Randy at Backlash.
Yeah. So I'm going Jeff Hardy. I'm sticking to my guns, Jeff Hardy.
All right. Off the record, like I did for Mania.
You're going to get this wrong because you're second guessing yourself.
Off the record, I'm thinking the titles are going to switch brands. Jinder's going to have it on Raw.
Okay.
And then whoever I pick on SmackDown is going to have it. But I'm going to go with Jeff Hardy as well because I am the creature of the night.
That was such a big hype train that you were trying to build up, and just to say that Jeff Hardy's retaining.
Well, but I'm saying off the book, I think
Off the books,
book,
you want.
Now I want, but I believe Jinder is going to win.
Yeah.
But, because like I said at Mania, I called it right there.
You did.
Yeah.
But then you second guessed yourself, and then look where that got you.
So, but I'm doing off the book.
Off the book.
Off the book, Jinder Mahal. But my prediction is Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. So we're going to be getting into the next match on the card, which is the Intercontinental Championship match, which happens to be a ladder match as well with your current champion, Seth Rollins. I was going to say burn it down, but that doesn't make sense to do that. The Miz, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe.
So, like I said about the U.S. title match,
yes.
Cross-platform, you can have Joe winning, but he's feuding with Roman. And Roman could win the Universal Change. So this whole match is just like, there's a house show. Do you want titles to change? You're not going to have people watching it no matter what. So you want titles to change. You can have Joe win it. You can have Miz win it. Like I said, just won it. Like all these champions, besides Brock and AJ, they just won their titles at Mania. So it's really, really hard. Off the book, like I said with Jinder, I'm going to say Samoa Joe. Off the book. And then Samoa Joe, The Miz. So either or off the book, I'm having those two. But I'm picking Seth Rollins winning it.
So basically you're picking the two SmackDown guys off the book.
But for prediction, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is a guy I can see holding this title and then going into a feud with Finn Balor over the summer. Yeah. And then that will result in Finn Balor winning the title.
You can have the rematch on SummerSlam, build it all from the Universal title match from they had 2 years ago, was it?
2 years ago, yes. 2016.
2016, yeah. So you can build it off that. And then you could be like, oh, you never beat me for a title. I want to beat you. And then, yeah, so.
I agree 100% with Seth Rollins, just for the fact he's the best thing in wrestling right now, aside from AJ Styles. And there's others. But, Seth Rollins, again, Monday Night Rollins, you can't go wrong with Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. There we go. So we're going to be moving on to the next match, which isn't for a title. This match is John Cena versus Triple H, a match we got out of the blue, no build-up. But, of course, for this big house show and all the money that they're getting, you got to put on a huge match. And here we have John Cena versus Triple H.
And it's been a while since we just saw Triple H and John Cena one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Yeah, think about it. Back in 2007, 8, 9, that was like a pay-per-view match. You wouldn't have given that away on free television, but they're giving it on basically a free live event. So giving the people the money they need. They're both part-timers. I'm going with John. He lost at Mania. Triple H won too, but John is a free agent.
Yeah.
So I'm going with John Cena.
Big match, John. Now, this is a match I'm a little intrigued about. Just for the fact John Cena is going in this somewhat downward spiral, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
You know, he lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
A squash match.
Squash match. He could come into this match still kind of dazed and confused from that match, you know, like still like off his game, like not the true John Cena. Triple H could then get the victory because I heard he's a really big draw out there, like huge, like a very big out there. Because like in Europe, apparently this is like a big rumor or whatever that Attitude Era guys like Triple H, Undertaker, and all those guys, they're huge out there.
Oh wow. Oh, that's true because they're still airing those things. Cause I'm from the Middle East, my family is, so I was born here. But I still remember people still talk about those because that's all they watch. There's no regressive era. There's no PG era over there. It's just the Attitude Era.
Yeah. So I can see Triple H winning, but again, John Cena I think is the safer bet in this match.
So off the book, are you going with John Cena?
Off the book, I'm going Triple H.
Off the book,
my prediction is John Cena.
So I thought you were gonna say Triple H because if you think John is gonna get confused, he would have talked about it his loss at the Mania. That would have made more sense than I would have said Triple H. They're both Undertaker and Cena are both here. We're gonna get to that later on.
Yeah,
but they both are at the Greatest Royal Rumble. So
the next match on the card, we're gonna be focusing on the WWE Championship match between the phenomenal one AJ Styles, who is the current champion, versus the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
We just get a drop that says Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm telling you, that announcer, and I said this on other podcasts, the guy that calls in Styles and Nakamura, I don't know his name, but the way he says their names, it's like whenever Edge gets called out and Tony Chimmel's like, the rated R superstar.
I feel like his voice is cracking, like superstar.
Edge. But yeah, this is it's going to be a phenomenal match, no pun intended.
Really? Because Mania wasn't that phenomenal.
But in this scenario, I feel like they're going to get more time to run. I feel like Mania was due to like time constraints.
Yeah. And
you kind of just need to get the match out of the way because they were obviously waiting for the Brock and Roman match.
Yeah.
This match, they're going to get time. Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles are obviously a huge deal in that part of the world because they're New Japan and stuff like that. But, another great thing, duly noted, is Shinsuke Nakamura just got new theme music.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a rock version of his old song.
I couldn't tell the difference.
But there was a guy rapping along with it. Play it back and then you'll hear it. There's I think he got a K-pop group rapping along with it. Yeah, so that's an interesting match. But who do you got winning and why?
AJ, I don't see Shinsuke winning it just yet. Even though I talked about Daniel Bryan versus Shinsuke Nakamura at SummerSlam, I think at Backlash it's gonna be AJ losing it. So I think AJ's gonna win it at Greatest Royal Rumble.
So you think AJ's going to retain?
Mm-hmm. No off the books. Nothing.
No off the books? You're just going straight up Styles?
Too sweet, me.
Too sweet. There it is. So the next match on the card, we have the Dead Man, The Undertaker, versus Happy Rusev Day in a casket match.
I just love how Rusev and Alexander, what's his name?
Aiden English.
His tag team name is Rusev Day.
They are Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day,
by
the way.
To you
Happy
as well.
Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
Everybody enjoy your Rusev Day today, and enjoy your Rusev Day on Friday during the Greatest Royal Rumble. So we have a casket match, and this match was very on and off again, like my relationships.
Yeah.
Because no judging on this podcast, please.
I'm judging so hard right now.
This match used to be between Rusev and Undertaker.
That was the planned match.
That was the planned match. And then a couple days later, we got the Chris Jericho versus Undertaker casket match.
The gift of Jericho, man.
The gift of Jericho. Drink it in, man, because you just made the list. And then Vince McMahon made the list because we're back on with Rusev versus the Undertaker in a casket match.
I think they're trying to kill Rusev Day.
You know, in this situation, they are literally, because this is a casket match, they are burying Rusev.
Yeah, and I think Rusev's gonna win it. I'm going with my heart.
Think?
I'm going with my heart. Off the books, Undertaker hasn't lost a casket match yet. So, actually, no way. Yeah, that's big good.
Are you on any sort of Rusev Day drugs?
Yes. But no, I'm going the Undertaker.
So,
I'm going. Final answer: Undertaker.
Oh, okay, because I thought you were going Rusev, and I'll say you are kind of crazy. But, yeah, I'm going Undertaker, too, because he can't lose a casket match.
Nope.
But
That's his match.
But I'm going to sprinkle in this little tidbit of joy. Salt Bay it. Do you think John Cena rears his non-Cena head in this match? Do you think there's an off chance that we get the C Nation coming at you live from the Greatest Royal Rumble?
No, because it's a live event. No.
No, you don't think Cena interferes in that? Okay, that was just my little.
Do you see that?
My little 3 cents.
But do you see that?
No. Oh, I don't know. This is like a weird. I don't know what to call it. A pay-per-view. I don't know what to call it. A live event.
It's a special event.
It's a huge thing. It's a huge deal.
But the payoff isn't.
But speaking of payoff, a guy who just got a big payday. We got the Universal Championship match, and the title is on the line in a steel cage. You got the current, reigning, defending, undisputed champion Brock Lesnar versus the big dog Roman Reigns.
It's his yard.
It's Roman's yard, not Brock's.
No, Roman Reigns. You said the big dog Roman Reigns. It's his yard.
It's my yard.
It's my yard.
It's my yard, damn it.
So, who do you have and why?
In this match, I have Senor Roman Reigns winning this match just because we're going to be in front of a Roman-friendly crowd, and I feel like if you're going to coordinate the big dog, you do it in a stadium. Is this a stadium or is this an arena? Is there a difference?
It's a center. It's a center.
It's a center. Whatever. It's a huge place, and I got Roman Reigns winning. You're going to be your new Universal Champion come Monday night.
I'm also going to go, Mania. I said Brock Lesnar. I was the wide color. You called me crazy. You called me insane.
I'll call you crazy if you pick Lesnar.
Yeah. And I'm going to pick not Brock Lesnar. But I am picking Roman Reigns because of the stipulation they have is a steel cage match, and if they want to keep Brock looking strong and now losing to Roman Reigns, because we talked about it, Brock Lesnar lost his match against Goldberg at Survivor Series 2017.
Yeah.
So that's the last time he actually lost a match. So if you want to make him looking strong, what do? You have Roman Reigns escape the cage, either Brock throwing him in a suplex and breaking the cage, or Roman just crawling out of the door and winning that.
Yeah, this is going to be a bloodbath, and that keeps both parties happy. Where you protect Roman, or you don't have to protect Roman, but
he has the vest. You don't have to protect him at all.
Yeah, he has protective gear. But as far as Brock Lesnar goes, he didn't get pinned clean.
Yeah.
So you want to save that for a bigger event.
And also an up-and-comer superstar as well, too. Not just like Goldberg.
The Velveteen Dream's going to pin Brock Lesnar 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
Don't give them ideas. They listen to this podcast.
Yeah, they do. Speaking of the greatest pinfall ever, we're going to be talking about the final match on the card, the greatest Royal Rumble ever, which includes some of your favorite superstars. I'm just going to name a few.
The Great Khali.
Yeah, the Great Khali is obviously our pick. But you got people like Rey Mysterio coming back. You got Kurt Angle in this match. You got Bobby Lashley in this match. Who else am I thinking
Daniel
of?
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, D. Bryan, and the golden one, Goldust. You'll never forget the name Goldust. So in this match, I'm going to pick the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan, to come out on top as the winner of the greatest Royal Rumble ever. He's going to go through 49 other superstars, and he's going to put on one hell of a show. I feel like because Daniel Bryan kind of lost that momentum coming out of WrestleMania, at least in my opinion, he has, you want to give him something to inject that magic for the summer because you want to put him into a big feud. So I got Daniel Bryan winning this match. Again, there's a big toss-up between the two superstars that we have. So what is your pick?
Mine is Braun Strowman. He lost a lot of steam after picking Nicholas as a tag team partner, winning the tag team. Fucking Nicholas, 10-year-old kid. Then we're including it because of scheduling issues, and Braun needs to go back on a rampage and throwing all these non-superstars out, being a total monster like he is, and giving those people these hands.
You're gonna get these hands.
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman, you're going to get these hands. And just a little fun fact I want to throw at you. Next year's WrestleMania, you know what match I want to have?
Braun Strowman versus Nicholas.
No. Nicholas versus Vacant. For the Vacant title. What a great match. What an amazing match.
Nicholas versus Great Khali.
Ooh.
No, you know what? You know who I think Nicholas is?
Who?
Chad Gable.
Chad Gable. Oh, yeah, 'cause Jinder, that was a savage promo by Jinder. But that about does it here for the Running the Ropes podcast, episode 10, The Perfect 10, where we talked about the greatest Royal Rumble. We gave you some of our predictions, our little rumor mill that we have going, and we hope y'all enjoyed. If you want to learn anything else about any of the wrestling topics we discussed, go check out some of our previous podcasts. And if there's anything you want us to talk about next, why don't you leave a comment down below? Say, we want to talk about New Japan. We can talk about New Japan.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. You want to talk about Ring of Honor? We can talk about Ring of Honor.
Oh, we can do fantasy booking.
We can do fantasy booking. We can do it all here at the Running the Ropes podcast. I'll see you guys next time.